Hey guys, what's going on? It is Stidle245 here, bringing you some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and this is a game on the map Hardhat using the ACR with red dot and silenced. And this is a pretty good game. I had, pretty good score, had a lot of fun. I absolutely love this gun, by the way. You see I get torn up in the beginning there. Oh, and if I didn't say, this is a kill confirmed, as you saw by the tags there, so it's fun. I've been loving kill confirmed lately, so if you guys haven't tried it yet, which I'm sure most people have at this point, you should definitely give it a shot. It's just awesome. It is team deathmatch, but it keeps people moving around a little bit more, and that makes it more exciting and more enjoyable. So now on this map, this is the key part of the map here, that center area. I mean, there's two ways I can go about this map. Either I can stay around the outside of the map and kind of pick people off as I go, just keep making my rounds kind of deal, or just tear people up in the center of the map and just kind of try and hold down the center of the map at all times. Both of them work pretty well. Going around the outside of the map is easier to do. As you see, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, but I am going to head back into the middle to try and pick up some kills, because that's, if you're going to have a high kill game, it's usually going to happen in the center of the map here. So that's just kind of how it works on this map. So this is an area right here. I stop here for a little bit because I know there are people around, but I do not recommend hanging out there for too long because a lot of people camp there, and so now the people know about that people are camping there all the time, and they look there, and you don't want to be a camper. So as you see, I get out of there pretty quick. I didn't really stay too long. Sorry about that. There was a host migration, so I had to I had two videos and had to split them together, but they seemed to go together fairly well there. So, and now there's audio. The first part of the video there wasn't audio because my PVR screwed up and messed the audio up. Still haven't figured out why it's doing that, but it does it occasionally. So it's just something I have found to, I don't know, just kind of deal with when it happens. And so I lose some audio on videos, and then I don't know, I just make the best of it. But fortunately, I'm not just like playing the video without any commentary, because then it would just be video with absolutely no sound in part of it. So that wouldn't be very enjoyable for anyone. This is a very difficult spot, that pipe. Usually looking down there, you're asking to die. And as you see, I believe I end up dying somewhere down along here. I don't remember. Oh no, I lived this time. But the one thing that I really like about Kill Confirmed is you can end up with a very high score. If you actually run around a lot, you can do very, very well. If you don't, if all you're doing is like just shooting people and then not going after tags and that, you're gonna end up with a much lower score than in team deathmatch. But I don't know, I guess it kind of balances out. It gives you incentive to go for the tags, because to win you have to get the tags. I don't know about you guys, but I care about winning in this game. That's kind of what I want to do. When I go into a game, that's what I think about. It's like, okay, how can I win this one? It's not a matter of, how can I get the highest kill-death ratio possible. It's a matter of, what do I need to do to win? And I've actually been playing a lot of drop zone lately, and that is intense. If like two teams are very, equal and even match, then the chances of like having a good ratio and stuff like that are very, very small, because it's crazy. You just have to like run towards the drop zone and try and get there and hold it, and it's horrible. And for some reason I have horrible luck. I'll get to the drop zone and hold it for a while until I get a care package, and as soon as my care package comes in, they kill me. It happens every time. I can survive until I get a care package, and then I'm screwed. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't really know what I'm doing wrong, but I guess that's just kind of how it works. You can never have it go your way all the time. So see, here I was being kind of stupid. This is not a good way to come into this area of the map. Luckily it works out for me. I got in here. Sorry about the skipping around like that. Theater mode gets kind of crazy sometimes and gets a little glitchy, and your guy starts like shaking and that. I don't really know why it does it, but I don't know, it's just one of those things. It can't be perfect. I think they could have done a better job with theater mode in this game. It works, but I have a feeling it slows down. I know it does slow down your connection, and I should record, like every time I play I should just record all my games. But with the problems I've been having with my PVR, I kind of prefer to record small amounts at a time, and it's just a pain to record every single game individually. And so I end up just playing, and then if I have some good games, I'll throw them in my vault and go back in theater mode and record them there. So, I pick up a deagle kill here. That is a terrible gun. It is by far the hardest pistol in the game to use. I don't know what they were thinking when they made it like that. But you can use the revolvers, which have just as much power. Well, one of them has just as much power, but for some reason the recoil isn't nearly as bad. You use the Desert Eagle and there's nothing you can do. Like, it just kicks all over the place. And here, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I went to use my Betty and then grabbed a flash instead, but I ended up wasting a flash. But, oh well. See, again, as I was saying before, this is the area of the map to go. You just come into this center section here, and I let him pick up those tags because he was right there and I was able to protect him, and then he gets points and I get points. And so it's kind of like a, I don't know, help your team out kind of a deal to get the maximum points. Like for the people on your team, then he got the 50 for collecting it, I also got the 50. And so it's just kind of a way to help them out. If I think the best way to do it, like to help your team out experience wise, like for all the people on your team, is if you get the kill, have other people pick up the tags, unless like it's dangerous, you're the only one there. I mean, then you should, if it's really dangerous, like there's a bunch of enemies there, then don't run out and pick them up. But otherwise you should try to get them unless your teammate's like right there running for them. Then you can let them pick up your tags, just because it gets them points, and you get the points anyway, so you might as well let them get some points in that situation. I'm not saying don't go for any tags at all. I'm not saying that, don't worry. But that's the end of the game. I went 40 and 14 using the ACR, which is an awesome gun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Please leave this video a like if you did, or a dislike if you didn't. Just let me know what you were thinking, and I hope you guys have a good one.